Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. I hope you guys are excited. We have something super awesome to do today. Okay, so recent news, Fallout 4 VR beta update 1.2, etc. Let's go ahead and read what we have here. What does this say? Added support for additional Steam VR compatible headsets and motion controllers. Well, you know what that means? That's right. It means we can now use the Oculus Touch controls in virtual reality. Well, at least in Fallout 4 virtual reality. Okay, so in order to get this started, the first thing we want to do is come over here to Fallout 4 VR, okay? Right-click, go to Properties, all right? Over here, we're going to go from General, Updates, Local Files, Language, and click on Betas, all right? And we are going to opt into the beta Fallout 4 VR update 1.2.66.0, right? So automatically opt out of all beta programs should be what you see immediately, because that's the default, okay? But we want the beta, all right? So now that we're in the beta, go ahead and close that. We're going to go ahead and open up our Fallout 4, or I'm not, sorry, the Steam VR. So go ahead and get that started. Very good. We're going to get a little pop-up window down here, and that pop-up window, where's my controller? That pop-up window, basically, here we go. Sorry, I'm in Oculus Home using my my Oculus Home desktop, and so there we go. All right, look down here. It says Steam VR Beta. Now, on your install, if you used the, if you watched my previous video, you will know about OpenVR Input Emulator. So you want to change this little drop-down. Go ahead and click on it, go to Settings, and right up here at the very top where it says General, okay, it says Steam VR Home Beta. Go ahead and check that box, and then close it. And probably you want to go ahead and shut everything down and restart, but since I've already done all that, I should be able to just jump right in and show you guys a little bit of the game. Before I do that, though, let's go over here to... Where's my mouse? Can't see anything. We're going to click on Display Mirror. Okay. We're going to open that up. Make it nice and big. Excellent. Okay. Now, let me get rid of my Oculus HUD. Don't need that. Excellent. You guys probably won't be able to see my Oculus HUD, or definitely won't be able to. But we need to close down that little window. Go ahead and minimize that so we can see what we're doing. Excellent. Okay, well, here we are inside of the Commonwealth. I'll give you guys a quick rundown of the benefits of this new beta patch. Okay, so first and foremost, in order to turn, all you have to do is push left or right on the thumbstick. It's exactly what I asked for. It's wonderful. We no longer have to jam our thumbs into our thumbsticks. Doing that, I feel, is, well, I think it would cause premature wear and tear to your controller that is just completely unnecessary. I mean, for something that happens so repeatedly, you definitely don't want to be making such an action so repeatable. It's just a bad idea. Okay, so let's see what we got. Okay, let's see. Other controls we need to talk about. Oh yes, all sorts of controls. Alright, let's go ahead and get started on some of these other controls. Let's get out of the way first. If you're wondering why I'm able to jump so high, I have a mod installed called Let Me Jump. It's my favorite mod, I have to say. Okay, so here we are. We're able to jump around, and we're going to avoid getting into contact with anything, because if we don't, I will wind up running around just shooting at things instead of actually showing you guys what's up. Okay, so we're going to just chill for a little bit. Alright, let's start with our left controller. So, if you notice that you have a trigger and a grip button, the grip button does literally nothing, neither does the X button. I mean, literally those two buttons are empty at the moment. They're not empty in the menus, I would say. They have their uses in menus, but as far as being on the overmap and looking around and doing stuff, literally does nothing. It's pointless. Alright, see? I'm just running around getting into fights. Alright, so we've discovered that the X button and the grip button literally do nothing, but what about the trigger button? Well, the trigger button, if you hold the trigger button, activates your flashlight, and you are able to move that flashlight around to make things visible. Excellent. It makes me want to download one of those mods that will change the beam of your flashlight. I really love that. It's super cool. Hold it to get rid of it. Now, if you just tap the left trigger, it opens up your Pip-Boy. If you tap that grip button right here, it gets rid of it. Now, if you open up your Pip-Boy and you pull that trigger again, if you're under stat, it will automatically load up your perk list. Okay, so we're gonna use that middle finger, that middle grip, to back out of that again. Now, you notice that when you start the game, you're probably not able to turn like this. And let's go into why that is. So the last button you really need to know on this left controller is the Y button. So go ahead and click on it. Boom. This opens up your save menu. We want to go all the way down to settings now. Pull the trigger to accept settings. Move down to VR. Trigger again. Okay. We are going to use direct movement. So the direct movement is on. And then we're going to come down here. We're going to turn off all of our comfort vignettes, because honestly, the comfort vignettes, I really dislike them. They actually make me seasick, and I'm not a person who usually gets seasick in VR. So let's see. I'm going to turn those off, and we are going to come down here to rotation type. By default, I believe that the rotation type is set to instant, or I'm not really sure. I've been messing with it so much I wouldn't know. But anyhow, smooth. We want smooth. Okay, if we choose something like instant, okay, and back out using our little grip buttons to back out, if you move your thumbstick left or right, it just kind of snaps you at 30-degree increments. And that's cool. I don't mind that. It's not too terrible. It is kind of making me a little sick. So I'm going to go back to the Y button to open up my save menu. Come down to settings, go down to VR, come all the way down here, and I'm going to turn my rotation type to smooth. Back out now. Alright, and now you can see we've got nice, smooth turning the way it should always have been. Excellent. Okay, and you can change the speed at which you turn, etc. So that is also cool. Let's see, what else do we have? If you want to use grenades, you're going to use the grip button in your right hand. There you go. Boom. Excellent. Firing, use your right trigger button. Excellent. If you run out, so, okay, here we go. Let's see. Alright, if you run out, okay, say you're on your last bullet and you shoot, you will automatically reload, but if you haven't gotten all the way through your magazine, what you're going to do is you're going to pull that middle trigger, but don't hold it. It's the grip button. If you hold the grip, it's just going to give you another grenade. You just want to tap it. And there you go. And it reloads. Excellent. Alright, anything else? Let's see. That's is on your B button on this hand. Open that. There you go. Go ahead and tap it one more time to back out of it. And your interact with things is the A button. So let's see, anything to interact with? I guess I could talk to Codsworth. There we go. So, like if you're opening a chest or looting anything, you just press the A button.
Hey,
previously, you had to interact with anything, you had to push down, mash directly to the center of your thumbstick. That is just terrible. That should not work. Or, well, I mean, it's not that it shouldn't work, it's just that it shouldn't be the choice that they used. Okay, now, If you want to change weapons, yes, you still have to click in the center of your thumbstick. That's not so bad because it doesn't just, you know, open or close haphazardly, right? So we're going to choose something else. Plasma infused powerful pipe auto pistol. Hold your thing, whichever one you want to choose. Pull the trigger. Excellent. Now, if you accidentally open that up and you don't want to choose something else, but you want to get rid of this menu, just pull the trigger again. Excellent. And if you have that menu open and you want to put away your weapon, you hold down the grab button. Excellent. All right. Excellent. Oh, that's fine. Okay, anything else? I think that's pretty much it. Everything, yeah, everything is just better, all in all. I had originally started a video called the touch controls that should have actually shipped with Fallout 4 VR for the Oculus. You know, I took all sorts of video of my hands moving all the controls. I'm sorry. Excellent. Very good. But, you know, now I don't have to make that video. I mean, it's kind of sad because, you know, I wanted to make that video. I thought it would be cool. But it is even much more cooler that we now have a proper solution. And I know it's just a beta. You know, it's not the actual full-on update, but that's okay. You know, eventually it will be. Why are there two markers here? These guys. What? What?
Thanks for helping us out with trivia.
Okay. So, did I miss anything? I feel like I'm missing something, or something else I wanted to talk about. No worries. We can talk about that later. Talked about the menu, talked about how to turn the things on, talked about why you would want to make these changes, and I guess that's pretty much it for now. So, okay, so down to the question. I have a series that I started called VR Quester Fallout 4 Edition, and in it I was using the Vorpex injector with vanilla Fallout, and it was cool. The only difference is that, well, you didn't have touch controls, which only Fallout 4 VR proper actually has. So, the question that I'm going to put to you is, would you rather see this series started over with Fallout 4 VR properly, or would you like to see a continuation of the original story, but just transferred over to Fallout 4 VR? Because the cool thing about this is that you can take your save files from vanilla Fallout 4 and put them into Fallout 4 VR and back and forth. You know, which is, you know, I love that. I think that's a great idea. So, personally, I would like to continue the story from where we were so that I don't have to restart again and go through the starting portion over and over and over, because I've probably done that about 5 times now. So let me know in the comments what you think, but, you know, whatever you guys choose, I will be glad to do, and I guess that's it. Leave your response in the comments. Alright guys, I guess that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I wanted to give a very special thanks to all the people that gave me thumbs up and commented on my previous Oculus Fix video, and I am very, very, very happy to be able to give you guys this new video explaining that we no longer have such a horrible, horrible problem, you know. It just works. Just works. Thank you, Todd Howard. You're so great. Yeah. Whee! There we go. Okay, so yes, like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you guys want to do. Thank you again. I can't believe how awesome you guys are. So many people watched that last video. I was really surprised. So, anyhow, thanks again. I will see you guys in the next video. Isn't that right, boy? Oh, such a good puppy. Look at him. Oh, yeah. Okay, guys. We'll see you guys later. Bye.